Hello friends, in previous video we have seen about the copper and its various properties, and we have known about the names of copper alloy. In this video we are going to see about the copper alloys in detail, that is brass, bronze and their types, and what are the various properties, compositions and applications of brass and bronzes. So let's begin.
Brass. What do you mean by brass is? So brass is what? I have told you earlier, brass in Hindi we can say it pital. Okay. So brass is a metallic alloy that is made of copper and zinc. That you are seeing this on your screen. Brass is a metallic alloy that is made up of copper and zinc. The proportions of zinc and copper can vary to create different types of brass alloys with varying mechanical and electrical properties. It is a substitutional alloy. Atoms of the two constituents may replace each other within the same crystal structure. Okay, so brass is an substitutional alloy. So in substitutional alloy, let me tell you, solute atoms are substituted by solvent atoms, and the substitution takes place in such a way that it has same structure as that of the solvent. Okay, if solute atoms are occupies the atoms substitutional sites, and the alloy which is formed has a homogeneous structure, that is a different thing. So my intention is to tell you that brass is a substitutional alloy, because after all what we are doing, we are making an alloy. Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Okay, if we mix copper with zinc, then we got brass. So what is it? We have seen it in day-to-day life, and we have seen it in very much time that it is very common material, as I have told you earlier. So see guys, I want to show some of the very common images of brasses that we have seen. So see guys, in this image we are get to see the sculpture of Lord Buddha. So that sculpture is made up of copper. So in India, so many gods sculptures are made up of the brass. Then in this second image you can see one musical instrument is there. So that musical instrument also made up of brass. Then in this third image, one tap image that you are seeing, this tap is a very common application of brass, and it has been seen by you by various time. In this last image, some pipes and some solid and hollow pipes of brass that we are seeing, or we are get to see. So these are some common applications of copper alloy, that is brass, that we have seen in our day-to-day life. So let us see guys, what are the various properties and applications of brasses. See, it is a golden colored alloy, as we have seen in the image in this before slide. It is a golden colored alloy that we have seen, that we have know very well. Again, it has high corrosion resistance, as it is an alloy of copper. So it is obvious that it has high good corrosion resistance. Then highly ductile strength. It has high ductile strength. See guys, its ductile strength is very high. Again, it is very good in tensile strength. It is hard and brittle material. Again, now if we focus on the application of brass, so we should get to understand this. Used for decoration for its bright gold like appearance. See guys, brass has bright gold appearance. Okay, it has gold like structure, lustrous structure. So brass is generally used for decoration purpose, as it look like a gold. It is various time it is used in sculptures and various statues. It is used widely. The next is, it is used for applications where low friction is required, such as locks, gears and bearings. Again, one of the very common application, that is locks, that we have seen so many locks which is made up of brass. Gears and bearings also we have seen made up of brass. For pumping and electrical applications, for pumping instrument, some of the switches and some of the keys of pumps are made up of brass. And used in musical instruments, as we have seen, it is used in musical instruments. So many saxophone or so many musical instruments are made up of brass. Also used in zippers. Now see, zippers means chain. We can generally say it chain, that in our pants and t-shirts and various clothes that we are wearing, zips are made up of brass. Again, used to make taps. This is also we have seen in last slide that it is used to make taps. Now, so guys, all these applications and properties of brass. So now I want to tell you is this brass is further classified into 5 types. Okay, up to this what we have seen copper. So copper is what? It is a non-ferrous metal, and there are 2 main types of copper alloy. That is, first one is copper and zinc alloy, and second one is copper and tin alloy. So guys, if you mix zinc with the copper, then we will got brass. And what do you mean by brass? Brass is a golden color metal which is a alloy of copper and zinc. So brass is further classified into 5 more categories. Let me tell you guys, brass has 5 more types. That is, you can see in this slide, that is types of brass. The first one is cartridge brass. Please see what it is. Cartridge brass. Second type is Mund's metal, one of the very popular metal of brass. Then Admiralty brass. After this, red brass, and last one is naval brass. Okay, all these are the types of brasses. It is cartridge brass, Mund's metal, Admiralty brass, red brass, and naval brass. So guys, let us start with the cartridge brass. So you are seeing the composition of cartridge brass, that is copper. It contains copper 70%. It is made up of 70% copper, and zinc it contains 30%. So you can see copper percentage is more as compared to zinc percent. So what are the various properties of cartridge brass? It has high ductility and malleability. Again, it has good cold working properties. It has good corrosion resistance. It is soft material, good hot formability. If I am talking about cartridge brass applications, then you can see the plumbing accessories, fasteners, radiator cores and tanks. It is used for springs. It is used for radiator fins. All these are the application of cartridge brass. Okay. Then another one brass is, that is Admiralty brass. Okay. So what is the composition of Admiralty brass? It has copper 71%, zinc 28%, and tin 1%. That is why this brass also called as tin brass. Basically, it is a alloy of copper and zinc, but it contains tin in 1%, so which is very less percent it contains tin, but it contains tin. That is why it is called as tin brass, because instead of with the copper and zinc, it also contains tin. So what are the various properties of Admiralty brass? Please see guys. So application is condenser tubes, then heat exchangers. Then in marine application, see guys, this is one of the important application of Admiralty brass. Marine application, in boats and in various marine application it is used. It is used in shipbuilding, as I have told you. It is used in power plants. Then what are the properties? It has high ductility and malleability. It has good cold working properties. It has better corrosion resistance due to addition of tin, and they are easy for blending and joining. So these are the properties and applications of Admiralty brass. Next is Mund's metal. I have told you that one of the very common material of and type of brass, that is Mund's metal. So see guys, its composition is very easy to understand and easy to rememberize. That is, it has 60-40 ratio, that is copper 60% and zinc 40%. Let us see what are its application. So it is used for utensils. See guys, it has been asked so many times in MCQ type questions that which type of brass is used to make household utensils. So Mund's metal is the brass which is used to make household utensils. Next is used for bolts, pump parts, condenser tubes. It is used in marine fittings, condenser heads, radiator cores, springs, chains. Then its properties are, it has good strength and hot machinability. Again, it is reddish in color. Then it has tensile strength, that is 350 to 450 MPa. It has good resistance to corrosion. It is good conductor of heat. These are the various applications and properties of Mund's metal, and its composition is copper 60% and zinc 40%. Now the last type is naval brass. So as we can see the type of naval brass, that it contains copper 60%, zinc 39% and 1% tin. So guys, this is the application of naval brass that we are seeing. What are the various application of naval brass? That is marine construction, used for welding and piston rods, used for propeller shaft, valve stem, pump impellers, nuts, bolts, again used for heat exchangers, tubes, aircraft turnbuckle barrels and many more. It has various properties like excellent corrosion resistance, that is why it is used in marine application. Okay, then good working qualities, it has high tensile strength, it has better hardness. So all these properties of naval brass that we have seen. So guys, as we have discussed the various copper and its alloy, various coppers and its alloy, so what are the various types of copper zinc alloy? That is, first one is your naval brass, then Moon's metal, admiralty brass. Okay, all these are the cartridge brass, all these are the types of copper zinc alloy. Now let us comes towards the bronze. As we have seen in the slide earlier, that bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. Okay, so bronze, let us aware about the properties of bronze. It is less brittle than iron. Please see, if we mix the copper with the tin, then we got bronze, that we have clear earlier. It is less brittle than iron. Okay, then bronze resists corrosion, seawater corrosion. Resist means it has very good corrosion resistance against seawater. Better conductor of heat and electricity. The melting point of bronze is 950 degrees Celsius. Then again, it has good bearing properties. Please see guys, it has good bearing properties. Then its application include ship propellers, submerged bearing. Again, it has combination of toughness and resistance to salt water. That is why it is used in propellers and submerged bearings. Okay, then it is used for bearing clips, electrical connectors and springs. It is widely used for springs, bushings, automobile bearings. Again, it is used in guitar and piano springs. Okay, the springs which are used to play guitar and piano, that is made up of bronze. Again, it is used for making statues. Okay, so now it is the time to understood what are the various types of bronze alloy. Okay, that we all know, that we know this thing, that if you mix copper with the tin, then we got bronze. Now what are the various types of bronzes? Please see, first one is phosphor bronze and second one is gunmetal. These are the two very popular and two very basic types of bronze. So see, phosphor bronze, let us start with the phosphor bronze. As you see the composition of phosphor bronze guys, it contains copper 89%, tin 10% and phosphorus 1%. That is why it is called as phosphor bronze, because as it is a basically copper tin alloy, but it contains 1% phosphorus. So its application include, it is used for bolts of marine environment, used for pipe fittings, used for gears, used for bearings. Its properties includes, it has good toughness and strength, low coefficient of friction and fine grain. Please see, it has low coefficient of friction, good chemical resistance, it has good fatigue and wear resistance. So all these are the composition, property and application of phosphor bronze. And the second type is gunmetal. So see guys, first of all we get to see the composition of gunmetal is, that is it includes copper 88%, tin 10%, zinc 2%. Now why we are going to add zinc in this? Please see, as it is the alloy of copper and tin, but still we are adding it zinc. So why we should know that why we are going to add zinc to it? Please see guys, zinc is added to clean the metal and to increase fluidity. Please see, to clean the metal and increase fluidity. Okay, so application is used to make steam and hydraulic castings, used for bearings. Gunmetals are first choice of modern statues, used for manufacturing gears, for manufacturing of bushes and nuts. And its properties includes easy to casting and machining, has tensile strength 221 to 310 MPa, resistance to corrosion from steam and salt water, It contains lead in addition to zinc. So guys, up to this we have seen the what do you mean by copper, its properties, its applications, and its alloys. So we have seen there are basic two types of copper alloys, copper zinc and copper tin also. And after that we have seen various types of copper alloy, their properties, applications and compositions also. So guys, in next video we are going to see aluminium and its alloy and many more non-ferrous material properties. So if you like this video, then please like it, subscribe it and please share. Thank you.
So friends, if you think my video is informative for you and if you think that this video is beneficial for you, so please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel so that I can bring so many new and beneficial video towards you. Thank you.